always see people's videos and I'm like, wow, I can't believe other people are experiencing this, and it's something I've been experiencing, I believe, actually my whole life, although it's been in my awareness the past few years, so I didn't realise that I was being targeted until most recently, because the way that I was being targeted, it was like individualised to me. So it looks like people are targeted in different ways depending on how they can be targeted. Like maybe it's depending on their weaknesses, or depending on their psychic and spiritual gifts. Those who target the targeted individuals utilize and use those at their advantage. There's been these group of black mages, there's dark magicians, and these magicians, they've obviously got the secret societies, but there's also just literally people in like underground warehouses using literal technology like playing Sims, but doing it against real people and using electromagnetic weapons, energy weapons, on people, targeting them in the homes. They can spy through your homes, they can see through your walls, they can watch. They've watched us at times when you don't even have a device around you, but they can use the electronics in your walls. They can use even people and animals as chakras and eyes to basically use them as a vessel to attack others. And what it seems to be is that they are here trying to turn people from the light, and they're trying to make people do negative things and cause chaos and cause negativity, so that they aren't the only ones left down here when the earth kind of has her shift and the evil ones are left behind. They're trying to drag as many of us down as they can with them. One of the biggest ways I've learned how to deal with the psychic and energetic attacks is learning magic and learning how to delete the negativity, the negative energy, the negative spells, or return it back to them, or discharge them themselves to stop them from attacking in the first place, all through magic and through energy work. And it's actually been sharpening my magic and making me more strong in my psychic and sensitive gifts, because I've had to be sensitive and energetically aware of these energy weapons. Sometimes they are as physical as a sharp pain, sometimes they are literal like skin conditions, itches, can't sleep, feeling unwell, stressed, feeling angry, negative thoughts, feeling sad. Like they attack people in so many different ways. And so if you're having thoughts that don't feel like your own, or they're not your usual thoughts, or you're trying to say do something good for yourself and you keep having these obsessive negative thoughts, be aware that they aren't yours. Don't accept them, and don't allow yourself to feel like a bad person because of them, and of course don't act upon them. So it's important to start being so sensitive of our energy that we can be aware, and we need to fill ourselves with the light, because the light fills our aura with so much light, because our auras and our energy bodies are made of light. The more light we fill ourselves with, the more that there's no room for darkness to enter, because if you have a lack of light, then it can cause like holes in your aura. Negative entities and the electromagnetic weapons can attack you easier. But if you're more in your light, you're stronger, you're more powerful. When you give it them back, it packs a more of a powerful punch, because our power isn't found in our shadow. It's not found in our dark side. We don't even really have a dark side. The ego is like a shadow. The shadow isn't the object. The shadow is because the object is blocking the light. And so in heaven there is no shadows, and true light, like a flame. If you put a flame up to a wall and then have a light projecting onto it, you can't see the shadow of the flame, because true light casts no shadow. We find our power and strength in the light only, and it is the light within us that overcomes the evil and the night. And if all was light, the night would cease to exist. So we don't need an equal balance of light versus night. It's literally just, we don't need the night, the evil at all. None of us do. I think the only reason we might have created it in the first place is maybe a desire to want to experience it, or being tricked into it by lower frequencies. However, now is the time where we're shifting back up towards the light, but we will have these energetic attacks. And I would really say, eat well, do meditations, ground, really be on top of your energy. This is, the spiritual war is now. So it's like, now is the time that we need to be the warrior, be the one that's sacrificing, going out and drinking, you know, like it's no sacrifice for me anymore, because I don't do it anyway, and I don't find joy in doing those things. But it can almost feel like you've got your old life, which was partying, drinking, eating junk food, binge watching on series, like scrolling on social media, completely plugged into all of these habits and routines that are no serving us spiritually, not for our highest light. Or we can cut all those habits, cut all those cords, cut all those ties, and be like, right, I need to eat better. Maybe it feels like a sacrifice giving up your favourite takeaway every Venus race every Friday, but at least eventually over time you sacrifice those small things. Now it's for the greater good of your soul and the good and the all, because you decide to instead eat well, fill yourself with light, protect yourself, heal yourself, fill your aura with light. Other people, it's easy to look at them and go, they're living a good time, they're all just like, ignorant and don't really need to be concerned about like the state of the world. They're just in their own little world having a good time. That's the old self before we wake up and become a conscious and aware, but that's false. And so that leads to pain and suffering. There's pain and suffering within that. And so we want to be creating pure love and pure light and pure positivity, which means that we need to be the ones healing and doing that because someone has to. And we signed up for this. We're here for this. And it's now. It's no yesterday. It's no in 5 years, 10 years time. It's literally happening right now. So this is the time. So the more that you look after yourself and become more aware and focus on your psychic gifts and get so in tune with nature and plug back into the true matrix, nature, Mother Earth, God, your spirit guide, your true senses, your awareness, the more you can strengthen all that, then the more you can sense, see and feel and be aware of all negative around you, any demons, any gang stalkers, anyone or anything, electromagnetic frequencies, anything that's going to try and pull you out of the light. Become aware of it, become so strong that it can't affect you, or you can fight it back, and you can basically discharge those that are attacking us and get rid of all the evil, because it's on a spiritual level as well. You can see evil in humans, however that evil is the spirits, it's the demons within them mostly, so you need to cast those demons out to the underworld. So by being aware, there's so much power within that. And so I'm just sharing what's coming out right now. If you want to learn more about psychic protection, then go on the link in my profile and check out my 2-hour webinar that I did on psychic protection, giving you all the information that you'll need to protect yourself today.